Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am extremely annoyed by my background right now. The kitchen looks a freaking mess and I have to drink some coffee now. Today we're talking about why pick a card tarot readings are not self-help. I said what I said. However, in order to give this video some context, I made some videos about pick a card readings and tarot some months ago. So let's play pieces of those videos. It is no secret that I have been really getting into these YouTube tarot readings. It might be a problem. I have a video about this on my channel actually. It's called YouTube Tarot Pick a Card Readings Saved My Music Career. Something over dramatic. I'm receiving more specific messages. I don't know if my intuition is getting better or what, but my group readings are on point recently, and if they're not on point, I just let it slide and I find the group for me. So you got to see that my opinion now seems to have radically shifted. Like, I was all about the tarot and the pick a card readings, and I thought that they were very helpful back then. And I have completely flipped my script, I have switched, and I don't see them as tools for self-help anymore. The way I want to do this video is structured in 3 chapters. So, chapter 1, we're going to be talking about why did I even start watching tarot pick a card readings in the first place. And I'm going to start talking slower now because I don't know why I'm talking so quickly. And I'm actually going to start to talk a bit quieter now because I don't want my voice to go away while recording this. I started watching pick a card tarot readings, I would say like March 2020. What does that coincide with? COVID related lockdowns. I should really say May. Maybe it's May. April, May, March, all those are the same months in 2020, honestly. But with COVID related lockdown. And I think that, I know that I was looking for some stability, and they were popping up on my homepage, like they were being recommended to me because I think I was watching a bunch of law of attraction stuff, and a lot of people who watch law of attraction videos tend to watch videos with those pick a card readings, and I think that the world was just so uncertain back then. Like, that was a different kind of uncertainty. That was a no vaccine uncertainty and just being home alone with yourself. So, you know, at first I thought tarot readings were weird. You know, you grew up in a very Christian country, you're like, ooh, tarot readings, ooh, the devil, demons. But like, you know, I got super curious and I was like, let me get into this. Let me see what these solitaire girls have to say. And I enjoyed what they had to say. I was living. When the readings were good, they were good. You know, like getting, like, you know, you get the best cards, the Magician, the Sun, the king or queen of anything. Once it's upright, we don't deal up with reversals here. We don't like reversals here. You know, the star, you're a star. So I said that it was a very uncertain time. But I was watching those pick a cards for a purpose. Because I told you I was watching law of attraction videos and basically self-help videos. And I wanted to feel like my efforts were going to meet a good result. I want to feel like the work that I was doing online was gonna yield me something, and that I was gonna become the person that I wanted to be. Become the person that I wanted to become, you know? And I wanted to know that that future was certain, even though COVID made everything seem weird. I wanted to know that this is still possible for me, this is gonna happen, no matter what. And that was my agenda with pick a card readings. I didn't like when my reading didn't say that I was a star. I didn't like when my reading was talking about some bull crap about, you know, it's a slow month, you know, rest, you know, or if they were telling me like, okay, but you're gonna be successful, but it's gonna take like 15 years, or you're gonna be successful, but you need like 15 collaborators. I did not like that kind of shit. I was only here for the readings that were like, yes, you are in control, you are strong, you are powerful, you're gonna be everything you wanna be in life. Okay, my favorite card in all of tarot, that is actually my phone background still, even though I stopped watching those readings, is the Magician. And if you know anything about tarot, the Magician is all about master manifestation. It's all about making magic, honestly, making magic or doing alchemy, just making whatever you want a reality because you have control over all the elements. Anyway, you don't need to know all that. Yep, this was my favorite card. This is the Magician. Point is, that was my favorite card. Actually, you do need to know that because that's actually kind of fitting into why I stopped watching. But that was why I was watching. I watched so many different readers for so many different hours about career and finance. That's all I really used to care about. I'm not watching these love readings. I don't give a frack. I want to watch my career and finance readings. I need to know that I'm going to be rich in July. Okay, Prince of Pentacles. And you know what happened? I was not rich by July 2020. Or when somebody told me I was going to be rich by the winter months. Was I rich by the winter months? No. But it gave me like hope. It gave me that reassurance. And that's why I was watching it. And I was really loving it, honestly, because I got even deeper. I was getting into astrology. I'm like, okay, so I'm watching pick a card readings now based on my sun sign, on my moon sign, on my rising sign. Even though it's like, you'd be like, how could I watch a Sagittarius reading for sun, moon, and rising, and it's the same for all of us? Like, even if you're sun, moon, or rising. Some things do not make sense. But I enjoyed it. It helped me feel like there was goodness for sure in my future, even though a lot of what was predicted for me never came to pass. Why did I stop? I think I already touched on why I stopped. Because none of the predictions really came true. And because what I saw was based on what I wanted to see. And what I wanted to see was essentially the same story over and over and over again. I want to see money. I want to see, success. I want to see virality. Like, that's what I'm looking for. So if I'm looking for that, then clearly I have an agenda. And everybody has an agenda. I love these people who's watching these love videos. You want to hear that the person is going to come back for you. That's what you want to hear when you're watching that love reading. Same thing with the career reading. You want to hear that abundance, like 10 of Pentacles wealth. You want to hear that, you're going to have generational wealth. You want to hear these good cards. And if you don't hear these good cards, like, bye. On to the next reader. Let me calm it down a bit. If you could focus, that would be basically gorgeous. Like, it's focusing on the kitchen, like, stop that. Anyway, I realized that I wanted to hear a particular story. And I was wasting so much time chasing the external confirmation of what I wanted in my mind to be true. Because I was watching, you watch December, January, and February predictions trying to hear the same thing. Because your life is not moving anywhere. Because you're trusting in forces outside of yourself to validate you. And I think that is where, what the hell is this? I think that is where the issue really came from me. I realized that, how am I supposed to be different? Like, the version of myself that I want to be. If I'm always watching these readings, how am I supposed to be that person? Like, if I'm a super pop star diva, I'm not watching tarot readings about me becoming a super pop star diva. That doesn't make any sense. That's not me being the person who I want to be. So why am I spending 5 hours a day? Because it was bad. It was bad. I had a problem. Why am I spending like 5 hours a day on average watching videos of people playing basically with the same cards over and over and over again? Just like with different pretty designs, because some decks were really nice. And sometimes they hit you a nice little oracle card. Oracle cards are kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. But why am I doing this? If I was the version of myself I want to be, I wouldn't be doing this. So I'm reinforcing that I'm not that version of myself. This cup is too hot to hold like that. Also, I just got tired of them saying the same thing. Like, I literally saw this channel. Like, there's this channel who literally just basically is there to hype people up. It's always, this is your destiny. This is meant for you. This is fated. Like, this is amazing. And I'm like, okay, wait. How is it that with your readings, everything is always positive, everything is always somebody's destiny, everything is always somebody's gonna be this huge, mega, massive, like, star. Everybody's gonna be leaving this big impact on the world. It's like, no, because the same way I have an agenda to hear what I wanna hear, tarot readers can also have an agenda where they want to say what they know their audiences will click on, because it's still based on YouTube, it's still based on clicks and clickability. So if you, as a tarot reader, get a viral video talking about this is your fated message or whatever, and you put that in the thumbnail, and you know that your audience loves when you talk about them getting everything that they want because they worked hard for it, they're gonna watch you. What is the validity of this then? They just want to hear somebody else confirm what they want to be true because they're too insecure to believe it themselves. How about that? And that's what it was. I was insecure with my reality. And honestly, I was just looking for the same message over and over again. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. And I wasn't getting it with the tarot reading. It pushed me, I would say, into a different direction that I'm much more satisfied with on this self-development spirituality journey. Okay, gonna pause because I need to poop because the coffee is working. You guys, coffee is so good at doing what it needs to do. So now I want to talk about the type of self-development, spirituality, whatever, that resonates with me. Basically, it's Neville Goddard. I don't know if it's his, like I don't know if it's actually his, but his area or his type of law of assumption. And I avoided Neville Goddard for a while because if you don't know who Neville Goddard is, his teaching is basically that you are God. And I don't know, like I'm not a religious woman, but I did grow up in a I won't say super, but like a Christian household. So just hearing somebody say you are God was kind of like weird for me, which is weird. But like, what I say, like, I could use a different adjective. Anyway, it was still strange. Now, I agree with the statement that you are God in the metaphorical sense, in the sense that the way that I decide to show up in this world is the way in which I will be received by the people around me. My self-concept, the way that I think of myself, is the way that I'm going to show up, and that's how I'm going to be received by the people around me. I do agree with that because I've seen how thinking about yourself can determine how a situation goes. Like I've seen how you think about yourself, like how that determines how a situation goes. So many people online now are in love with this introvert label. They love the shit, they love it. And I was one of those unfortunate souls who at one point was like, introvert. I am an introvert, frick. Love being an introvert. But when you put the label of introvert into your self-concept, your brain is going to want you to act in accordance with who you think that you are. So that's going to make whatever being an introvert is to you more a part of who you are. And if being an introvert to you is actually being somebody who has social anxiety, but calling it introversion, you're going to act in accordance with that. You're going to wonder, why am I so uncomfortable in crowds? Why can't I talk to people? Why do I come across as cold? I don't want to come across as cold. It's just that like I, need to spend more time alone, but I don't like that when I'm around people. I don't know how to function. But then you're going on the internet watching videos on 5 things about INTPs that make them better than everybody else. Bitch, it's your self-concept. You have married, and then you watch videos about like if introverts were honest all the time and all these kind of things, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, I relate, and then you wonder why you can't talk to people. It's because you relate, yeah, and now it's a part of your self-concept, and that's how you show up in the world. And that's like a simple example. Obviously, people want to watch these law of assumption things to manifest things in their life. And I could say that I have experienced manifestation. Maybe not in the grand, amazing way that we look forward to experiencing manifestation. But for this YouTube channel, for example, I have changed my self-concept when it comes to being a YouTuber. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want because I know that I'm going to be successful at whatever it is that I do. That is now a part of my self-concept. And it works so quickly. Tarot readings didn't work. Changing your self-concept works so quickly. 2 weeks ago, I was depressed, but not like the bad depressed, but like depressed. And now I genuinely feel a lot better. And I didn't want to create YouTube videos on this channel anymore. But I switched my self-concept to like, I'm successful at whatever I do. I don't have to copy anybody. I can sit down here, drink coffee, talk about pooping, and I will be successful. I already am successful. It's just for the 3D to show up. And what happened? Something that used to be a part of my old reality was that YouTube wasn't showing my videos to my subscribers or even to new people. And my last video that I uploaded, because I started doing this self-concept stuff, is now one of my better performing videos that I've experienced. Did it go super viral? No, but I don't need it to go super viral to know that it has done better than literally 90% of my last uploads in the last 6 months. I didn't expect anything. I just have this self-concept now that things are improving, and I'm taking those positive signs and I'm gonna roll with that. And all I had to do was change what I thought about myself versus tarot readings. Like the stars have to be shit. Some coffee went on there. Shit. The stars have to be aligned, or your ancestors have to get it together for you, or you need advice from your higher self. No, I get what I want because I say that I want it, and I align my identity with who that is, and I live. And I just live my life, and I record what I want, I sing what I want, I be the version of myself that I want to be. I dance, I exercise, I talk to friends, I play stupid card games on the internet, and I just live my life knowing that I'm gonna get it. And in that version of, in this reality now, I don't have to sit down and watch 5 hours of tarot readings to feel stable and secure. I feel stable and secure on the inside. And I think that this is so much more powerful, to feel secure and just sure of yourself. Bitch, is it 11:56? Damn, this video needs to finish. But yeah, feeling secure and stable in myself and in my identity and what I bring to the table. That is the secret. Like, if you want to talk about the secret, it's about feeling good internally, because the outside world will conform, because you will show up differently. Changing your self-concept is very layered. That's what you need to say. It's very layered, because you will realize that you do so many things because of limiting beliefs. But that's still better, and I still feel more at peace. So I encourage all of you all just to get into the law of assumption, get into changing your identity and changing who you see yourself as, so that you could show up differently, and so that people could show up differently for you. At the very least, that shit is true. You don't believe the metaphysical stuff about manifestation. If you change how you show up, if you show up as a confident person, people are going to treat you a different way than if you show up as a person with no confidence. That is true. But thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you all so much for watching this video and listening to me ramble for hopefully less than 15 minutes. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts down below in terms of tarot reading and spirituality, the law of attraction versus the law of assumption. I should make that video. I might make that video. I will make that video. But leave those thoughts down below. Bye! I feel like there was a bit of a fear that I had making this video, because I didn't want to upset people. And the title is it could be very upsetting. The thumbnail I know is going to be very upsetting, but that's on purpose. But I think that I felt a certain pressure on YouTube to be a neutral, like in the middle, not chaotic, problematic, dramatic, whatever the right word is. Like, you don't want to study part, you don't want to be a polarizing person. But I realized that that's not cute, and it's not a genuine expression of who I am as a person. And also the reality is, people don't like middling people. People like people who stand for something. Okay? That's why these idiots who stand for foolishness, like anti-vaxxers, they have followers because they stand for something. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stand for something. Mosquito, goodbye. I'm trying to stand for something and things in my content and believe what I'm saying and say it with confidence and conviction. So that's why I made this video. So that, because I was gonna give a whole disclaimer in the beginning talking about, oh my gosh, it's just my opinion. Of course, it's my goddamn opinion. Who else's opinion is gonna be?